From the Writers Guild of America strike putting a pause on the filming, to the show coming close to losing one of its prime locations. Here's why 1923 Season 2 is in even more trouble. Turns out, the WGA strike is causing some major problems. It goes without saying that the writer's strike is messing up plans for a lot of shows, and things are only getting messier. Hollywood and its writers are always at odds, but this is something nobody could have predicted. The strike's taken everyone by surprise, and writers are refusing to work until all their demands are met, causing almost all major franchises to shut down production, and 1923 is no exception. I hate to say it, folks, but the hit series has been postponed indefinitely. The filming of the show was supposed to start in June 2023, but now it's been canceled, and there's zero chance that production will start until at least a couple of months. Until the WGA reaches some sort of negotiation with the Hollywood agencies, no scriptwriter is gonna set foot in a writer's room. So far, neither side is showing any signs of cracking, and whatever hope people had of both the parties settling their beef soon has gone down the drain because the actors have now joined the strike too. I don't know about you, but maybe it's time to put our cowboy hats back in the closet, because this strike isn't showing any signs of wrapping up. If you guys don't know already, in July 2023, the union that represents the Hollywood actors announced that they were joining the WGA strike too. This is the first time that there's been an industry-wide shutdown since the 60s. The writers and actors aren't happy with the way things have been going in the industry, especially when it comes to the use of artificial intelligence. You might be thinking, how does this relate to the series? Well, here's the thing. Nearly every actor who is part of the 1923 cast is also a part of that union. So that means nobody is going to show up on set and film anything. And even if the strike gets settled anytime soon, it's still going to take the production months to film the series, causing further delay. Let's not forget that they're going to have to work their butts off and work around everyone's schedule to make sure that fans don't lose interest in the show and ditch it completely. Obviously, after hearing about all these delays, fans couldn't hide their disappointment. It's really not a good time to be a Yellowstone fan right now. With the OG series coming to an end, most fans were hoping that they could fall back on 1923, but now it looks like that's not going to happen. Most of them can't believe that they won't get the chance to watch their favorite series this summer. And some fans have even blamed Taylor Sheridan, the creator of the show, for being greedy. That's right. According to a fan, the showrunners could have easily wrapped up all storylines if only they would have given Season 1 a couple more episodes. But nope. They decided to stretch the story out for no reason at all. Not only that, but Taylor could have easily written Season 2 during the production of Season 1, and this way, fans wouldn't have had to wait so long. But for some reason, he didn't. What a bummer. Still, no matter how much backlash the studio gets, there's just no way that they'll go against the strike. That'd be like making enemies for life. But still, you can't really blame the fans for reacting the way they are. After all, 1923's a major hit. It has everything you need. There's suspense, action, and even romance. Plus, it's set during the time of the Great Depression and Prohibition, so it's the perfect show for any history buff. Add the Wild Western factor to it, and you have the perfect masterpiece. It gives fans an insight into the Dutton family's past and has managed to raise the stakes in a way that we haven't seen happening in Yellowstone ever. Plus, it's so refreshing to finally see a female take charge and have the center stage focus on her in a Western drama. And let's be honest, it's a sigh of relief that the strong matriarch doesn't suffer from the same problems. That makes Beth Dutton so unlikable in Yellowstone. And guess what? When 1923 debuted, it broke records. The show brought in 7.4 million viewers, so it's no wonder why the network isn't in any rush to cancel the series just yet. The production has also reassured fans that the show will make its return, and the cast has already committed to coming back too. You see, even though Helen Mirren and Harrison Ford only signed up for one season, they can't wait to get back on set and film the second one too. Of course, nobody can deny the fact that it's the veteran actors who've made the show so iconic. Ford has brought his A-game as Jacob Dutton, and Mirren is just as mesmerizing as ever playing the role of Cara Dutton. And other than our favorites, Timothy Dalton is all ready to crush his role as Donald Whitfield, and even Jerome Flynn will return to play the troublemaker Banner Creighton. Joining them on this thrilling Western journey is none other than Julia Schlepfer as Alexandra. I don't know about you, but I'm completely in love with her character, guys. And even Sebastian Roche is set to reprise his role as Father Renault along with Brandon Sklenar as Spencer Dutton. Whoa, what a talented cast. One thing is for sure, this is the lineup of our dreams. But now that I've talked about the cast, it only makes sense to talk about what fans can expect from Season 2. But before I get into that, let's take a quick trip down memory lane and see how Season 1 wrapped up. As amazing and exciting as the debut of 1923 was, you gotta admit that the finale was out of this world. Taylor outdid himself and left viewers on edge with this huge cliffhanger. You see, Jacob and Cara were left with no choice but to let Whitfield pay the ranch's property tax, and we all know he didn't exactly do that cause of charitable reasons. Elizabeth and Jack also lost their baby, which was very tragic to see. And after putting up a fight against the Catholic Church, Tiana Rainwater and Pete Plentyclouds had no choice but to go into hiding. And after so much suspense involving Alexandra and Spencer, these two finally set sail for Montana, only for them to run into Alex's former husband, Arthur, on the ship. And in true Wild West fashion, Arthur challenged Spencer to a duel and ended up getting thrown overboard. Yep, Spencer actually killed the guy. Plus, the couple ended up getting separated too. So much drama, right? But it's not enough, and Season 2 is set to be much more intense. Even though Sheridan likes to be unpredictable when it comes to his shows, we can still make a couple of guesses, right? Like, it's pretty obvious that since the possession of the ranch is with Whitfield now, and he's gonna do everything he can to make sure that the Duttons can't pay him back. Fans are also dying to see if Spencer can save the ranch, and Brandon has even teased that his character is gonna change a lot in Season 2. He talked about how killing Arthur is gonna mess with his head and just drive him completely insane. What's more is that Alex might even step in, save the ranch before Spencer gets to. After all, she can always reach out to her family in England and ask for help. And guess what? This season will also mark the end of the show. Yep, Sheridan always originally planned to stick to 2 seasons, and looks like that still hasn't changed. But don't worry, he promised that every storyline will be wrapped up properly, so that's some good news. But hold your horses, guys. All of this is only possible if the production has a place to shoot the series. But this is where things get a bit troubling. Turns out, most of the show is filmed at the Butt Civic Center, and the production pays around $75,000 a month to use the space. Sounds easy enough, right? But now, the manager, Bill Melvin, has revealed that the production informed him of needing an extension on their lease, because they don't exactly know when they can come and film. And like I said, the strike's showing no signs of being resolved, and there's no way that the production is going to keep paying such a huge sum of money just to not use the place at the end of the day. So, can you see the problem here? The production will likely end up breaking its lease, and the center will be given to someone else. It's looking tough for Season 2. So, there you have it. From the show coming close to losing one of its prime locations, to the Writers Guild of America strike putting a pause on the filming, that was why 1923 Season 2 is in even more trouble.